Hey guys, just thought I'd do this quick video because of how kind of crazy this whole story is. But essentially, let's get to the main point. So pretty much at the end of every school year, my school usually gets rid of some books and equipment and stuff, which I usually pick up to resell on my eBay store, and not have things thrown out. But one of the insane things that my school was throwing away was this thing, this VHS. This Toshiba VHS DVD combo deck, which is great, and the thing that's even more ridiculous, it works perfectly fine. There was like no issues with it whatsoever. I'm currently using this thing, as you can see when I'm playing the mask, currently using this thing to record my VHS of the mask to DVD, because it saves me a significantly large amount of space, since, well, there was already a DVD of it, but I want that aesthetic, so I'm gonna do it. So you're probably wondering, well, really, the only it's obviously great, this works. The DVD player is great, works really fine. The only thing is I am using this player, as you can see, my JVC hi-fi stereo deck right here, which I've pretty much had my entire life, pretty much my entire family's. Pretty much we've had this thing for like more than 20 years at this point, and it looks beautiful. This one looks good, but the quality is a bit eh. I mean, it's not to say it's not watchable or anything. It's just, there's not as much detail, and, it just doesn't look as good as, well, that one. So, of course, I'm not going to use this main one just to record the DVDs, but that doesn't say the VCR doesn't work. It works, but the picture quality could be it could be significantly better. Maybe if I use a head cleaner, but I do need to get a new one since I use my old one so much, it genuinely like dirties up the VCR just by using it. So, need to get a new head cleaner. But besides that, works perfectly fine. The only real issue was in the back here. See the AV ports. The only real issue is because this best way I can describe it. Essentially, I have these extra AV cables here. Well, essentially, the school, whatever teacher you might have used this in the past, looks like they had like this, specifically the yellow one. It was left in there for so long that like specifically this specific section of it, it's like they pulled it out so hard that this part just got stuck in it, and it was like pretty much there, and he couldn't really output it in any good way. But that's where you got this nice little needle. I don't actually have the piece that I took out anymore. I don't know where it is anymore. But essentially, what we did is we burned the tip of this thing, which we then put into the socket and then pulled it out, and it actually got the big chunk of the AV cable right here. So essentially, just imagine this is broken off, and this was just stuck, just pulled out. It was great, because there was, like, no other way we could take it out. We tried so many methods, and we just looked up, how do you take it out? And it's like, get a needle. Wonderful. So, yeah, after we did that, it works perfectly fine. It's pretty good. One other amazing thing about this player is this player has a built-in time-based collector, in which my main one doesn't. So, essentially, pretty much, if I want to record any other weird tapes, or any tapes that have, like, let's say, warping or flagging at the top, I can literally just plug in my main VCR into here, output it to my capture card, and it would look so much better than anything before, which is amazing, because it has a built-in time-based collector. I've been wanting one of these for so long. It's a believe my school threw us away. Free time-based collector. It's absolutely incredible. The way I can mostly tell is because there's basically no flagging at all, in which whenever I play stuff from here, there can be some flagging every now and then, depending on the condition of the tape. Specifically, this one is probably watched a lot, so it had a bit of flagging, but plugging in this thing, no flagging, no whooping whatsoever, which is absolutely incredible. The only problem is it had no remote, so I had to buy this off Amazon to get it to work. The only thing we need it for is to record the discs, because apparently you need to use a setting using the setup button to finalize the disc, in which, if you don't, it is basically useless. I mean, it'll work in this player, but this player only and nothing else. I actually tried putting an unfinalized DVD into like my DVD drive. It literally just recognizes it as just. It doesn't even recognize it as a disc. It just recognizes the drive. So you really need to finalize it. That's why you need to get one of these things. Yep. This isn't the only VCR my school gave away though. Next thing we have is this Emerson DVD VHS combo. Out of the other, besides the other one, I can kind of understand why my school got rid of this one. The DVD player does seem to work pretty well, but I don't know if it's something that's to do with whatever the pressure that, holds the disc in place. But pretty much, it kind of, with this one, I know it is a DVD-R. I mostly just try DVD-Rs because, something happens to these, I don't really care that much. But essentially, it made this kind of like little thing. Now, some of the other ones I have from the same bundle, I kind of have this same thing on it. But specifically after I put it out, it got like a lot worse. I do not remember it looking like this before I put it in. So it might have some sort of weird problem with whatever the pressure thing that like holds the disc in and like spins it. But that's just assuming it only does this with DVD-Rs and not any other ones, but I don't know. It could just be because these are cheap, but if it is doing that, that is a bit of a concern, so, I mean, besides that, the DVD player does work, it works like, a DVD player should, but there may or may not be something wrong with the pressure that holds the disc in its place. Now, the VCR, that's a whole nother story. As we can see by opening this thing up, it looks relatively fine on the inside. There's nothing necessarily wrong with the head. The head spins as a VCR head should. These pulley things actually pull out the tape like it should. Pretty much everything still works pretty fine, pretty well. But the main pulpit is these things, these little gears. Essentially, I have this tape here, Little Big League. More just for the fact that it kind of has a weird half-hour problem. I was probably just going to resell it since we haven't really used it in a while. But it does have a half-hour problem, so I'm kind of just decided to use this as a test tape. But I put it in. It's not plugged in, so nothing will happen. Essentially, I put it in here. It went in, pulled the tape out, but then it just got stuck, and then the tape just, the VCR turned off, and then I had to turn it back on, and the moment I turned it back on, it just grabbed it back out, like that. And there was some damage that it made to it. Because it's just stuck, it can't move the tape or anything because the gears, these gears are just stuck and doesn't want to do anything. If I put it just in the white light, you can see those scratches. There's like horizontal scratches, it's like kind of like going that way. Like, you can see, you can tell. From the looks of it, like those things, that big line, that is not supposed to happen. It didn't affect it too much. Should try it again later. It seems to work fine, but it's definitely, something you don't want your VCR to be doing. This thing ain't supposed to be doing that. And I can touch the top. You just don't touch that. You can touch this, and this, but you can't touch that, because if you do, something bad might happen. But yeah, that's pretty much the issue with this one. Actually, just a little thing I want to note before I could. Is there anything else? It's just this. At school, what do we put in like some like energy? Let's turn this way. Focus. Thank you. Pass and C mode. The grant. Okay, I thought that meant something. No, it doesn't. But essentially, this is just something that you would like put on it. Okay, I think maybe this was a strip gauge, whatever this thing is called. It's essentially just something that you'd screw on to the main thing to protect from electricity shocks and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a really weird plug. Like, why is the bottom cut off? I mean, like, it works, but like most plugs don't like that. That's very interesting. And that's it for this VCR. Just gotta put the top back on. Yeah. Yeah, no, just random thing which I'm like, what's with this? Like, what is this? What is the purpose of this thing? It's like an antenna thing. Is this for TV? I don't know, it's just so random. I don't know what the point of this thing is. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the oddities. Okay, that's it. That is all the oddities for this. And this thing. And actually, no. One more thing. These random pads on it. Probably for stabilization, but something interesting. Okay, now, do this. And if you need additional help, you could call this number. I don't think this number works anymore. But, yeah. Okay, I think we are done. I think that is all the oddities. Okay, we're done with this. I'm really glad that at least the one VCR that still works pretty much the best one, because I can literally convert my VHS to DVD with this one, which is pretty much the one main feature you want on any DVD VHS combo deck. Because I can put my VHS on DVD, and then I can whip that DVD and do whatever I want with it. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah. One actually cool thing I forgot to mention: this VCR is actually apparently produced in 2014 in Japan, which is actually pretty cool. I think the last VCRs were made like 2015, 2016. So this is like pretty much a pretty new model, and I'm glad to add it to my combination of like 40. How many VCRs do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got my collection of 4 VCRs. If you want to know which one does what, it's the main one that I pretty much do everything with. This is my converter to DVD, and this is my spare VCR to test anything I want, and my PAL VCR. But to be honest, I'm probably going to have to get a new one because it has some weird problem with the power converter thing. But besides that, yeah, besides that, it works pretty good. Just maybe get a new one soon that works a lot better. But besides that, yeah, glad to add my Toshiba VHS DVD combo to my VCR collection. It's incredible. Probably sell the other one for parts and see what happens to it. The only other thing I got are these these specifically audio AV cables, which is great because now I have my own designated cables for recording from record players and cassette players, so I don't have to keep hogging these video cables all the time. Give them a break. You got these new ones. Cool. Yep. It's all definitely very great haul from the school. Thank you, school, for giving them to me. And so, yeah, it's great. And, yeah, that's all I have to say for today's video. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And goodbye. Who's that man? Goodbye.
You miss me. I guess not.
Now you have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punks?